Do you think that life exists or has existed somewhere else other than Earth?
I do believe that there is life outside of our planet, and there's a lot of good evidence to suggest that.
Hi, my name's Jeff.
And I'm Tyler, and today we hope to try and prove to you that life actually exists outside of our planet. While humans have never actually found life in actual space, an article from space.com from Elizabeth Howell states that life from Earth can actually live in space. Howell says that in 2007, the European Space Agency launched microorganisms into space, and the life forms actually survived. This is proof that life from Earth is able to survive in space despite the harsh conditions. While life may happen differently on different planets, this is proof that life is possible outside of Earth.
Argues that a straightforward answer is that researchers would be happy to deal with forms of life very different from our own today, only if they had technical means. But, lacking the necessary means, researchers would have no alternative but to rely on the eventuality that aliens have developed on their own part and intention to make their existence known. And that implemented that intention by broadcasting signals sufficiently different from those of our inert nature to reveal the intelligence of the issuers. This saying that there's no guarantee that alien life evolved enough to communicate with us, and if they were capable of communicating, they could be using ways of communication that we are unable to pick up. As I said before, the Connemara Chaos, specifically it is a region of rough terrain on the moon Europa.
The compound water is essential to life on Earth. Rebecca Morrell from BBC News states that the most Earth-like planet yet has been discovered. The rocky planet Kepler-186f is close to the size of Earth and has the potential to hold liquid water, which is very critical to sustain life. The team says life could possibly exist on Kepler due to the extreme similarities it has to our planet Earth.
Evidence comes from a Europa flyby, one of Jupiter's many moons, in which Galileo brainstormed the little moon at an altitude of just a few hundred miles. Soaring over a region known as the Connemara Chaos, the spacecraft photographed an area in which the moon's thin skin of ice appears to have buckled as a result of turbulent water moving just below the surface. The crumpling gave the ice a washboard topography made up of a series of parallel cliffs, each the size of Mount Rushmore. Elsewhere, the spacecraft spotted bright crustal fractures crisscrossing older, darker ones, suggesting that the ice had been cracked and recracked by similar sloshing. Still, elsewhere, the ship photographed a crater whose floor seems to have swelled up from beneath, its central peak pushed above its rim, probably the result of slushy seas deforming the crater after it was created.
In conclusion, there's actually not definitive evidence proving that aliens actually exist, but it's hard to imagine that with all the unexplored space that there's not life somewhere else.
And with all the unexplored space, there are odds that in some time we will find some amount of solid proof that there is life existing somewhere else out there.